Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new action thriller Sisu, and this is from writer-director Jalmari Helander. And this film focuses on an ex-soldier who discovers gold in the Lapland wilderness and tries to take the loot into the city, but Nazi soldiers led by a brutal SSS officer battle him every step of the way. And this particular film is, like, the trailers make this sound like this is the next John Wick, this one-man army story, and boy, does Jorma Tomila really deliver on that idea, because he is brutal, he is dangerous, and we just love every second we get to see him on screen. And this particular film is really well shot and beautiful to look at. The cinematography from Gel Langarus is absolutely striking. And then you have the composition, the score from Yuri Sepa and Tuomas Wainola, and I'm probably butchering some of those names, but we're doing our best. The score is very intense and guttural at times, and uses vocalizations for intensity. And this is just a driving, pulsing film that balances a beautiful landscape, a beautiful wilderness that is slowly being scorched by the evils of war. And this film is able to capture the damage that war does in such a poignant way that adds those layers of themes and ideas underneath a film that's methodical at the start, takes its time, allows us to connect with our main character through Tomila's very physical and impressive performance that relies on so many small decisions, from how he carries himself to the way he looks, that we feel him, we understand him, we are there with him. And we see him barely talking throughout this film, but fighting back against these Nazis. And he has presence, he has intensity. We fear what he can do, but we're glad he's on our side, and we love to see what he's able to do in face of great adversity. There's great escapes that he is able to do throughout this action-filled film, and Excel Hinney, who plays this SS operative, he is a charismatic and calculating man that makes a perfect opposition for our main character, and we love the cat and mouse game that they play as our main character throughout Sisu is just mowing down these Nazis in the most creative and crazy, over-the-top, violent and gory and bloody ways, because this film is hard R. Limbs are flying, people are exploding, mines going off everywhere. It's blood and guts and intensity. This isn't like the crazy stunt work immaculate action film that John Wick is. This is visceral, it's intense. Helander just delivers blunt force trauma to the audience with how impactful these action moments are. And the third act, I feel like, jumps the shark just a tad. But you know what? Overall, this film is fantastical. It's over the top. It's insane, the amount of things that this man is able to do. So it's not too crazy when we get to the end and have quite this sky-high kind of confrontation. But you know what? The extremely satisfying conclusion to this big confrontation was well worth it getting a little crazy in the end. At least they didn't go to space. But there are moments, especially with this plane sequence, that you could tell the budget wasn't really there to make it really believable. But here's the thing. This is visceral. It's intense. We have a strong, powerful, empathetic lead that we get to watch this one-man army just mow through people. This dueling duo at the center of the film is great. We have some great moments as well, especially this particular moment where we really get to see these women who've been abused by the Nazis rise up and do some badass stuff. And in the end, this is a thrill ride and such a great year for action so far. Between this and John Wick Chapter 4, we have some exciting things on our hands, and polite society as well. This is a visceral, finished thrill ride that is 100% worth your time at only 90 minutes. But those are my thoughts on Sisu. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.